Welcome to the Hub with Randy Milner. Tonight I have the one and only L Banks, the bossy.
What's going on, Randy? We're
Yes,
here.
lady, what's going on? Welcome. So glad I've been waiting on this day for the last 2 weeks since you said you was going to come on board. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
absolutely. I'm excited, Randy.
That's good.
I'm
That's
excited.
good. Yeah, I met Banks last year on a lot of you probably I don't know if a lot of you deal with Clubhouse or not, but we met on Clubhouse in a room she had set up on Clubhouse called Chef Culture, where she's gathered a bunch of chefs and foodies and from all walks of life to come together to talk about food and how it
Hmm.
affects our communities and everything else around us. I'm no chef by any trade, by any stretch of the imagination, but I do love to cook. And so I was privileged to meet Banks in this forum a year ago, and our relationship was kind of just cultivated over the last few months.
Yeah.
And I've realized that there's more to Banks than just food and being a bitch that love to eat.
Yeah, I am a bitch that loves to eat, Randy. So we're gonna make sure that's clear. I am a bitch that loves to eat, but absolutely, yeah.
So having said that, give the people a little bit of something about you. I mean, let's give us some background. Where you from? What you're up to? What your vibe
All
is.
right. All right. What's going on, world? My name is El Banks the Bossy. I'm actually from Hollis, Queens. I'm from New York. Um, I'm your food, finance, entertainment homie. That's what I do. I'm a big fan of entrepreneurship. That's something that I promote to everyone, to kids, adults alike. Uh, Food, uh, I'd rather say chef culture, rather, actually started during the pandemic where we all were kind of home just hanging out, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. And before the pandemic, I was doing a lot of concerts throughout New York City and other places as well. And as you know, all of the event spaces closed.
Right.
So it was like, okay, how do I continue hosting? How do I continue building community? Because that's really what it is. Building community is something that I enjoy doing. And I heard whispers about this place called Clubhouse where you had to have like a secret code or be invited in. People were paying thousands of dollars to be a part of this, and lucky me, I got a invite. And there were no chefs, Randy. There were no
None.
chefs. There were no chefs. So I was like, "Yo, okay." All the stuff that was on Clubhouse at that time, I didn't really care to talk about. So I said, you know what? Let me open up a room and see how this shakes, right?
Right.
And we we opened up the room. I had my partner with me. She came. She was like the only person in her home girl. We all three was there. Like, all right, we're just gonna talk amongst each other. In a blink of an eye, there was probably like 100, 200 people in the room.
Wow.
And from there, it kind of went to that Clubhouse platform, to an actual retreat that we had last year, that we're having another one again this year,
Right.
to give backs, pop ups. It's been a ride in just a couple months. In just a couple
Yeah.
months.
That's
So that's
wow.
chef culture. That's the chef culture side of things. But most people would know me for entertainment and throwing concerts and working with artists, stuff like that. That's really my jam.
Fantastic. So that's really where you really cut your teeth, so to speak, is in that arena of entertainment and kind of everything else
And food.
and
And
food.
food. Bitches love to eat. Bitches love to eat. Built its own following.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, entertainment and food.
Yeah, because when you party, you want to damn eat.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's how bitches love to eat started. Um, a lot of the venues that I worked in when I was doing these concerts did not have a food program.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, we have these people, they're buying a whole bunch of drinks. How do we feed them? Because some places that were having these events were very desolate, didn't have any food around. So I just decided to feed them. So I would go on stage, host the event, and then once the person is performing, go and serve the audience. And that kind of picked up steam. We started doing pop-ups, so that became its own, like, its
Damn.
own thing. Yeah, it's I, I'm crazy, Randy. I'm crazy.
And it's kind of funny because the pandemic shifted the dynamic of so many different businesses.
Hmm.
moving forward because people are used to going to offices and stuff like that for so long now.
Right.
Everything transitioned to being primarily home-based, internet-based businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So you were able to pivot. How was that pivot for you coming out of that entertainment, coming into a more controlled type of situation to where that outside access wasn't really there to do what you love to do?
Um, Full transparency, it was tough because I am a person who likes to be around the people. Like I
Right.
said, I host my own events, so I would book the artists, host my own events. I did the radio for years. Talking and being around the people is something that is a part of my DNA. So not being able to do that, I think the last couple of years, it's almost like you lose your identity a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? What do I have to offer the people? What do I have to offer the people if I'm not there and doing the thing?
Right.
But you know, like everyone else during the pandemic and still going on, we kind of had to adjust, knowing that look, we may have to stay in for a while. So I had to kind of like brush that off and say, you know what, I can't just be at home just sad or waiting on when's the next time I could do an event. I need to start really reaching out to the people the best way I can. And Clubhouse was one of the places that really helped me reach out to people in real time.
Right.
Because we're having real conversation. It
Yeah.
was like a big phone, group phone thing. So, and I was able to meet a lot of people. So the element of networking and such was really, really thick that around that time because everyone was home.
Right.
So it's kind of like I met a lot of cool people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people who do a lot of cool things. Um, we even got written up, Chef Culture, the club. We even got written up, I believe, on Eater,
Okay.
and simply off of people coming to the club and just listening to the conversation and the dialogue that we're having. So really and truly, in a few months, that platform has really connected me with a lot of people, even people that I wanted to work with in my head, like, oh, there's a chef that I want to work with in my head. We're cool now, and I have their number on my phone. Like, what?
Right.
What the fuck? People I'm watching on TV now I know personally.
Yeah.
One of the people is Nadej. Nadej is like super dope Haitian chef, entrepreneur, really.
Right.
She's killing the game, and she's from New York. And I remember watching her for years on YouTube and such. And I'm like, yo, she's dope as hell. I wanna meet her, and I did through Clubhouse, and actually had a whole pop up with her last year for Haitian Heritage Month. So that was the power of Clubhouse during that time, man. It
Yeah,
was good
Clubhouse is
stuff.
dope. Clubhouse is dope. I mean, I love the, like you said, the networking aspect of it is you can't beat it. I haven't been in a networking space where you could literally talk to anybody you want to talk to right then and there. It's just a matter of
For real.
logging into the app and going into a room, and you just never know who's going to be sitting into those rooms, that you have access to. Sitting on stage talking, you can ask them a direct question. It's pretty dope. Real dope.
It's wild. Like literal, so people, I was watching Food Network during the night or the day or whatever, and those same people would be in the
Right.
room promoting, like, hey, make sure you're watching me on Hell's Kitchen, make sure you're watching me on the Food Network. And who would have thought? I wouldn't, because it's not like I went to culinary school or anything like that. Who would have thought that I would really have a
That access.
community of people who are just dope? All of y'all, man, y'all all come with different things to the table. I only say the celebrity portion because people feel like these are things that you can't reach, and I'm here to tell you that it's reachable.
Yeah, and they're just regular folks.
Very regular.
Regular folks with the same stories. And that's what I
Absolutely.
love about it, because when we gather into these spaces, it's almost like a safe space, and different people that you've seen on TV, are coming in, and they're just telling their real life stories. They're just regular people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it gives you a different idea as well, because a lot of time, and a lot of them come and tell us the real. That's
Right.
the cool thing. A lot of these quote unquote people on TV come and tell us the real. I don't want to name names because it is what it is,
Understand?
but they come and tell us exactly how the industry is. I love that.
Hmm.
I love that. They come and tell us exactly what we need to do, prepare us if we do want to go to Food Network or Guys Grocery Games or Hell's Kitchen. They literally tell us what we should prepare for. And I think I don't know if something like that would have happened without a platform like Clubhouse,
Mhm.
or even without the pandemic, honestly, because people were fast paced. We
Right.
were forced to sit the fuck down, and we all just became like this. There was no this person is this. That everyone was
Everybody's on an even
just.
playing field.
It was great. It's still great. It's still great.
Oh yeah, because just the doors opening up and the networking possibilities. You know,
Absolutely.
and I've watched you over the last few months. You know, because I didn't know what the backstory of self culture was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is my first. How it got started, and you and your couple partners, and just sitting down talking. Because I came in, I think I came in like February of last year or something like that. February,
Oh
March,
yeah.
is like springtime, something like that. And you guys, and when I came in, it was at full throttle.
Oh yeah.
It was full throttle when I came in, and
Randy.
I was like, wow, what did I just walk into? And then just inviting and seeing the different people that are cooks, but they have other stuff going on, or they like to cook, but they have other stuff going on, and being able to plug in and figure out, okay, well, this we can do this kind of this way. I might be able to kind of, damn, okay, yeah, that might work hot that way,
That
and then to get back into it and see, wow, it's amazing what I've seen you do with your brand just in the last 12 months. So and like you said, there was a lot of time before now in the entertainment game that I knew nothing about. But just watching you on Shelf
right.
Culture, I've seen, it go to, in banks we trust. And now you've cultivated and find out that your other passion, which is finance, now you've garnered an audience that trusts you and believe in you. Now you have
Yeah.
another platform to introduce another business venture that you have. And at the same time, you're
Absolutely.
plugging people in and plugging them in on the game that's available from the network of people that you've met.
Come on now. Hello. Hello. Come on now. That's it. It's working smart. It's
Yeah.
working smart. And also, honestly, I think, well, let's take it back. Before even entertainment, I was always an entrepreneur at heart since I was like 9, 10, selling candies to folks. I
Right.
even had a chip and candy business during high school, which I got in a lot of trouble for, but it didn't matter because it wasn't going to stop this money. I even had a crew of people selling chips and candy with me. And
Mhm.
I bring that to say there was a lot of experiences, even before an LLC or anything like that, where you just had to learn how to move and shake because they're humans, really, how
Right.
to move and shake and create tribes and create a space where people can trust you. Because we all know how it feels to get jerked around. Well, I do. I got
Yeah.
jerked around more times than I personally would like, but it had to happen.
Right.
And being able to create a core tribe could help. And that's for anyone who's listening, could help with all your different ventures. Because really, people are buying you. That's why it's like in banks we trust. People are buying you at the end of the day. And it's like, okay, outside of Bitches Love to Eat, outside of I Spent NYC, Hip Hop Retreat Week, Chef Culture, a lot of Money House Entertainment, all these things, it's like, oh, okay, if Banks is doing it, we know she's not gonna let us down. We know she's gonna make sure that things are how it needs to be. And that's enough for me.
Yeah, because
That's
people do
enough for me.
business. That's one thing I learned when I was in sales in the car business, that people do business with people they know and feel that they can trust. So at the end of the day, regardless of what the product is, the commodity can be anything.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If your integrity, just looking for a better word, it does not stand up to what you're promoting, then it's kind of moot. So yeah, I mean, people do
Yeah,
business with people they know and who they trust. I mean, at the end of the day. So I've been amazed to watch how this has come to pass. And so please tell the folks what, outside of, we know what we're doing with shelf culture, at least I do.
oh,
People, oh, by the
absolutely.
way, too, if you go on Facebook, it's shelf culture with a little knife.
Period. Hello.
If you're
With
a
a little
foodie or
knife.
you're a chef, you want to join in, chef, I'll put all the links up, we can get to the end of the show. But yeah, chef culture with a little knife. If you're too busy, go log on now, check it out, join the club. Da, 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 da. But
Yeah, all the
out-
things.
outside of that, I mean, that's the one thing is you teaching people the game and giving them resources on how to make finances work for them and
Yeah.
stop trading their time for money. So
Yes. That's
let's dig
disgusting.
into that for a minute because I'm excited to hear more about what you got going on, and I'm pretty sure the audience would love to hear what it is
Yeah.
also.
Of course. So I guess I want to say my background with finances probably started once the first time I sold something, right? Because
Mhm.
again, all that experience. And even with doing entertainment, I would find myself using a lot of my own money to like keep doing events. So it wasn't like it was like I was making money to throw more shows, making money to throw more shows. So it was just like,
Mhm.
okay, there has to be something. There has to be something,
Else.
yeah, something better than this. This can't be it. And I just really sat down and started really truly learning the game, and not the game of entertainment because I know how to throw events. I know how to brand stuff. That's easy for me. That's the easy part.
The
But
game is
when
the money piece of it.
there you go, the money piece of it, like really, really being able to know how to properly get funding, how to get, yeah, funding, get loans. Funding is really the biggest part in entrepreneurship that a lot of people kind of fuck up at, is like they could get bigger, but because they don't have funding, it doesn't work out. And then I was like, okay, so how do I find funding? It was like peeling an onion almost. It was like, all right, I know I need more funding. How do we find more funding? Then I started really paying attention to credit. I was like, I don't even know what my credit is. And that's crazy. My credit wasn't anything that I ever thought of at all. I didn't think of it as being something necessary. It was kind of like, okay, I know if you want to get a house, make sure you have good credit. But I never realized how important it was, not only in business, and also there's business credit, people. A lot of us didn't know that. There's business credit. And peeling back all these layers, I realized the foundation really and truly is discipline, how you have your money, how you keep your money, and making sure that your credit is on point. And then from there, I said, you know what? The people need to know about this. And I also have a background with teaching entrepreneurship to kids, adults as well, but mainly kids. I would like literally, they would graduate from my class outside and have their own business. Like we will build their fresh business from scratch. And at
Mhm.
the end of the semester, they're leaving with a
Okay.
business, and they will go into this competition and do the whole thing. It's great. We will go to different schools speaking about entrepreneurship, but the finance part was definitely something that changed the game for me. Cause it's like, as a community, we have a lot of great ideas,
Mhm.
tons of great ideas. Are you kidding me? We're geniuses when it comes to ideas. We're creative people, and we're even good with building community. But when it comes down to actually funding the funding the community and making it much stronger, we don't know what that looks like. A lot of us, I'm not going to say all of us, a lot of us, including myself, and I felt like it was my mission to go and give this information, so much so that I opened up a finance company called Sunny Day Solutions, where we help people build their LLCs, where we help you with your credit, where we coach you with your finances. I took my time to get certified in all of these things outside of doing chef stuff, outside of doing entertainment things, to really learn it in and out, because I want to be able to tell the people how they should do things in a way where it's like, okay, I understand. And not just, okay, go to nyc.gov to do this long paperwork that you're like, all right, bitch, what? What the fuck is this? What is this? So um I've been really, really pressing not only entrepreneurship, but really digging deep into how to build your LLCs, different ways to kind of adjust your business to really capitalize. And I'm also just going really to the creatives, not just the creatives, but mostly the
Mhm.
creatives, because that was me. I understand those people. We have great ideas. We're excited. We're creative, but sometimes our business ain't all that.
True.
So
Facts.
I want to be able to demystify building your business properly, building your business credit, getting funding, because it's very, 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 very at your reach. It's just discipline. It's just discipline. We think it is.
Well, we perish from lack of knowledge. So,
Mm-hmm.
half of that is just not knowing that these avenues are attainable for us. Um, and once we figure out that it is there, there's something that we can reach and grab,
Mm-hmm.
and then that discipline, and like you said, the discipline, comes into play. Once you know the game, then you got to know what the rules are, and you got to be able to, apply those effectively as you move along your course.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of the game, I know you keep dropping that, and I have to say it, folks. Um, a lot of you
You
folks.
know it was coming up. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I might as well just let the folks know. A lot of you folks may have seen a change on my Hip Hop Retreat Week page. I had a page called Hip Hop Retreat Week where we do panels and concerts all throughout the city. And the whole name of the game was to allow our network to be everyone else's plug, meaning creatives and artists. So we would have panels discussing finances, how to build yourself as a brand, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I wanted to graduate from that a little bit because there's more to just the hip hop folks needing to know this information.
Mhm.
So I changed the name not too long ago to the Game Unlocked. The Game Unlocked. I don't know if you could write that down. I don't know, but it's
It's at the
UNLCKD.
bottom of the screen.
Is it? Oh shoot! Oh, there we go. Yep. Come on now, Randy.
It's at
Randy's
the
on
bottom of the
point.
screen.
Nice. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
the
go
Game
ahead.
Unlocked. The Game Unlocked is really the next level of Hip Hop Retreat Week. So it's not only us paying attention to just artists, but really unlocking entrepreneurship in general. So we're gonna have a lot of dope folks on the platform, really, really, really breaking down different industries. So I'm excited about that. I think a lot of us don't do certain things because we're not sure if we can, and it's like we can, and here's a person that looks like you that could prove that this thing could happen. So I'm
Right.
super excited for that platform. I'm actually going to have Randy on that platform very, very soon. He's going to break
Well,
down the whole card game. Super excited for that. And I think it's another thing that a lot of people go into blindly and purchase blindly, and there's better ways to do that because it's one
correct.
of your biggest debts. And now I'm on a mission, Randy. I'm on a mission to get folks financially right. And of course still cook and still do entertainment, but when I'm cooking, when I'm doing entertainment, when I'm doing chef culture, it's still at the end of the day I have to have an understanding of finance.
True.
Period. So I'm 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 excited. I'm
It all
excited to bring
it
this
all comes
information to
back
the
to money.
people.
And I'm excited to be a part of what you have going on. Like I said, it's been an exciting, venture watching this all of this, just kind of take place and birth and look back on, when I know that there's something powerful, when I look on the Instagram and the Game Unlocked has over 11,000 followers with one post.
Absolutely. It's
That's that speaks volumes within itself.
Randy, we don't play any games, Randy. I'm telling you, when I get busy, I get busy, and I take things very, very seriously. The Hip Hop Retreat Week was something that was very is still passionate, and it's something that we're still going to bring. It's just going to be in a different form.
Gotcha.
But these same people that were looking for information from Hip Hop Retreat Week are the same people who are going to benefit from the Game Unlocked because those are the same very people that needs help structuring things properly so they can really excel. You could be a rapper all you want. You could be a singer all you want. That's fine and dandy. But if you're not able to make this bread, it gets old quick. I don't care what anyone says. The day of being a starving artist is over. If you're not able to structure your company properly so you could actually bring in money, it's a hobby. It's a
Yeah.
hobby. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make money or be a part of the game. There's
Right.
no reason why. It's just lack of information. And we're going to unlock that for you folks. We're going to give you all the keys. We're going to give you all the keys for that.
Yeah, just like Shat said, it's it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how much you be able to keep.
That's a fact.
And
That's a fact.
and that is just financial literacy, at the end of the day. So, I had somebody, was talking the other day, I just need to make some more money. I said, no, you just need to be more mindful of the money that you make.
Absolutely.
Because a fool with $10 is going to be the
Simple.
same fool with $1,000. So it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
It's true, and people hate to hear it. And people hate to hear the word budget. People hate to hear that you actually have to pay your bills on time. You can't just piece it off and think you're good. People hate to hear it, but once you change that mindset, which is another thing that I emphasize on, it's going to almost be your duty to do these things because you know you're going to be putting yourself in position. So it's no longer a chore. It's kind of like, yo, I'm unlocking something. Like if I put this together, I'm able to unlock this. And the unlocking this thing is way more important than doing bullshit. We have a lot of time for bullshit. And it's like, we could, you know what? We could do other things, man. We could hold off on purchasing. I don't know what you kids play with these days. The next PlayStation or whatever, and get an LLC. People don't know how easy it is to get an LLC.
It's as
People don't.
easy as going out to Gov. Literally, you can
Seriously,
find everything you need to. It's real easy.
it's very easy. And you can, and another thing people don't know, you can get multiple LLCs. I
Mhm.
actually put a post up telling folks that each LLC, let's say approximately, you could get $100,000 in funding for. Imagine having 10 LLCs where your credit is on point enough to get $100,000 in funding in each LLCs. That's $1 million in funding that you could really make some things work with. And
Yeah,
all you had to do was make sure your credit is on point. That's a small ask for me because how you're not going to save $1 million in your lifetime. That's not going to happen,
not working.
right? Yeah, right. And we need to know that the money is out there because that's one of the biggest thing when people want to build businesses or invest. It's like, I don't have the money. It's like, you don't have the knowledge or the discipline, and we could fix that. We could fix that, and then you'll have the money to do what you're exactly what you're looking for. And another thing, grants. People are not looking into grants enough, and there's people out there, there are programs out there where they're rushing to give money to certain people, and because we're not paying attention, we're not locked in, we have no idea, and we're just letting money pass us by, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's unfortunately, it's the work that has to go behind it because it's not a difficult task, but it does require some level of work and dedication to get this
Absolutely.
stuff done. And I think a lot of people don't want to do the work; they just want the reward. And unfortunately,
Right.
it doesn't work that way. You just can't. Well, I got a business, and hey, Uncle Bob, can you invest a little money in my business? I need to. No, that's bull.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work that way. So why not go ahead and take the time, get your credit straightened out, like you said, go through the program, get your credit straightened out, and learn how to build a business off of your credit,
Absolutely.
so that you have access to this funding, so you can do the things that you want to do.
Absolutely. And look, um, a lot of people are scared of, okay, if I get this funding, it's gonna mess up my credit. A lot of people don't know when we build these things up, ultimately you're building your business credit up and you're getting funding through your business. Your business is responsible for paying this debt back. It's not your credit. Yes, there are PGs where sometimes you would have to leverage your credit and to do that, case by case situation, but really we
Right.
want to get people to a space where they have to build their business credit up. It's a process. Make sure they have the backing, which is their credit, because they're going to always check your credit. They have to make sure that you're out here paying for stuff. Like, let's
Mhm.
not get crazy, people. And put things in position. A lot of times you're going to get cards or loans that's 0% for the first year. That's 12 months where interest is not going up. If you're a true hustler, if you're a true entrepreneur, I think you know what to do with a couple of $1,000 if it was given to you and you have a year before interest is piled up on it. I think if you're really about it and you really are paying attention and you're prepared and you're disciplined, you're going to be able to make a lot of moves. You're
Right.
going to be able to make a lot of moves. And we're talking about going and getting asset building things. We're not talking about taking $100,000 and you're going to buy a new car or even a new house. If you're going to buy a house, make sure that you're renting it out or it's an Airbnb. If you're going to buy a new car, Maybe it's for a trucking company. Maybe you're putting it on Toro. Maybe you're doing all these things, but it has to be income
There's
producing
excuse. Yeah.
and asset building. If you're not doing that, you're in the wrong game, and this conversation is not for you anyway. I'm just talking to my people who are really about it, who really truly is a hustler at heart, but just can't put the pieces together. Because that was me, man. Come on, that was me. Yeah.
And so now you know the game. So it's a whole different ball game now.
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh man, I'm like a fiend. I want to learn everything about money, NFTs, money, stocks, all the things. I love it. It's a great world.
It is. I can't wait for all of it to come together. I can't wait for all of it to come together. So what does L Banks the Boogie L Banks the Boogie, my bad. L Banks the Bossy got going on this summer? I know it's gonna be a hot summer in New York.
Oh yeah, it's
That
gonna be
area.
a
What
crazy
you got going
summer.
on up there? What you got going on?
Oh man. Under Bitches Love to Eat, we are definitely having more pop-ups. Super excited about that. For Haitian Heritage Month, I definitely am planning another pop-up. We have our Chef Culture Retreat. It's gonna be our second year. Last year was great. This year is gonna be even better because we're adding in a professional development day to that. So it's gonna be a 4-day, 3 night situation happening right
Okay.
here in New York City. Um, it's gonna be some great stuff. I have some other events planned. I'm coming back to bring some stuff to the artists. I actually have a weekend plan for the artists where we're gonna build them up financially. Well, let me not say build y'all up financially because I don't got no money to give y'all. But I'm gonna give y'all the tools to
Right.
build yourselves up financially. And actually, this weekend I'm gonna give out some free advice at a women's event for the end of the month. So I'm gonna give out some free advice. That's gonna be my booth and just really get the information to the people as much as I can. That's really what my goal is this summer. Do my events, eat some great food so I could put it on my platform, Bitches Love to Eat NYC, interview some amazing people like yourself, Randy, so you could be on the game unlocked. And bring the information to the people, man. And Bank Street Trust is going to be way more than just a clubhouse name. It's going to be really something where we're going to have courses, we're going to have workshops, we're really going to sit down and give this information because we can't wait. We can't afford to wait. The people need to know now.
Yeah.
The people
Right
need
now.
to know.
Right now.
Hmm.
There has to be a shift, and it needs to take place now.
Absolutely.
It's time. It's we've been the temperature, the thermometer for a long time, and start to switch it up and start being the thermostat. Start controlling the
Yes.
temperature. So, yeah, I feel you. I'm ready. I'm excited. I can't wait to experience it myself.
Yeah,
Thank
no, it's
you.
going to be good stuff.
I can't wait. Thank you so much, Banks, for coming on and giving some time. Like I said, I've been waiting on this for a couple of weeks ever since you said you wanted to
Yeah.
come on. Um, it's a great wealth of information that you have, and yeah, I'll be remiss to say I need to probably take some part in that too. Just if nothing else, just to hone to make sure that I'm on the right track for the stuff that I have going on. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have some amazing stuff from the things that you told me. I'm excited.
yeah, appreciate it, appreciate it. But it's about being around other like-minded people that that you see them shining, and it gives you a little bit of pep behind you to
Hmm.
say, you know what, now when now somebody else is doing, I can do this too. So, and I think that's what, like you said, that's what we need is spreading this type of information and finding those like-minded individuals that are excited enough too, that are willing to put in the work to get to the next level
Absolutely.
and to be able to build the community that we need to start taking back these blocks, block, and so we can really start to control what happens in our communities. Because
Absolutely.
until that point, we're just pissing in the wind primarily. And if you
Absolutely. That
really don't own the block, then you really can't control what happens on the block.
that's truly it. And the more things that we're able to own, the more things we're able to have control over,
Mhm.
rather, the better for us in the regular world. It
Right.
really is. It really is. We need more stock in a lot of things, and we'll get the respect that we deserve as a community.
Facts. 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 Well, we got to get you back on sometime soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, before we boogie, I do need to give a big shout out to Diego, which is my co-host for Chef Culture. She definitely holds it down for the platform as well. So I wanted to make sure I said what up, what up, what up, what up. Big shout out
Yeah,
to her, and big shout out to all of y'all. Chef Culture is dope. They hold it down. They hold it down.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, Diego. Yeah, I like Diego. Diego's cool. She good people. She
Yeah,
one good
she
people.
dope.
She good people.
She's crazy, but she's dope.
Yeah, this is facts. This is facts. And for again, for you guys that are looking, if you want to come in and just kind of get a feel for what's going on, is Chef Culture with a Little Knife on Facebook. It's probably gonna be the easiest way for a lot of people to find
Yeah,
to initially, to get a hitch on board is to find us on find you on Facebook at Chef Culture with Little Knife. Um, Thank you again. If
absolutely.
you'll give me just a minute, let me say bye to these folks. And thank you
Yeah,
again. And folks, if you have any questions, please uh, Banks' information will be listed on the website underneath this podcast preview. So if you want to reach out to her, you're more than welcome to reach out to her by the means that she's listed above. We want to thank you again for tuning into the Hub with Randy Milner. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Bye bye.
boom.